Hello everyone and welcome to the Let Go Room. My name's Lisa and today I'd like to guide you through a hip mobility class. It'll be nice and gentle and restorative. So let's just get ourselves comfortable. I will start with, if you need a cushion to lift your hips up to make your seat more comfortable, then feel free to do that, and an eye mask, as we will be doing a meditation at the end to reward us. Anyway, here we go. So let's start in a comfortable seat. And anything that doesn't feel good for your body today, I would say just listen to your own body. So we're just going to start with some breath work to bring us to the moment, to our space. So when I talk about our breath work, we're going to break it up into 3 parts. We want to breathe down into our belly, breathe up into our ribs, and then right up into our sternum. And when we exhale, we're going to let go completely of any old air in there. So let's start with a normal in-breath and a normal exhale. Now as we breathe in, puffing up the belly, filling up the ribs, topping right up into the sternum, and then let's exhale out completely, letting go of all that air. Let's go again, breathing in belly, ribs, and up into the sternum, pausing for a moment, exhaling out completely. So let's keep going, doing a few rounds in our own breath, in our own time, as we arrive into the room, into our bodies, and letting go of anything that has to happen after the class, anything that happened earlier. This is just a space just for us. So let's continue on with your own breath in your own time. And as we do, I'll invite you to just soften your gaze or shut down your eyes. So we just want to withdraw our senses. So breathing in, we want to listen out for any sounds outside of the room. And then just let that go. And drawing our hearing into the room that you're in. Listening out for any noises in the room. And then withdrawing in a little bit further. You might hear the sounds that your own heart is making. Let's try to draw our attention right into our heart center. And then just feeling the air around you as it touches your skin. And really bringing it all in. And while we're here, let's create an intention for our practice today. Something that's important to you, something you might be working towards. And take one more deep, nourishing breath into this space. And exhaling as we arrive completely. So from here, just starting with some nice gentle neck rolls, finding left ear to left shoulder, rolling through the front, right ear, right shoulder. Nourishing into that neck, and you might like to take it all the way back now, dropping the head back and doing a full rotation here. And let's reverse that as we chin to chest, left ear, left shoulder, all the way back and roll it around. And back to neutral neck. We're just going to curl our spines and drop our chin down towards our chest. And then breathing in, let's roll forward, arching the spine, dropping the head back between the shoulders. Breathing in, let's roll forward, tucking the chin. Marrying this with your breath, we're going to exhale, arching forward, dropping head back between the shoulders. 2 more rounds like this. Breathing in. Exhaling. One more time. Breathing in, matching your breath to your movement. Exhaling out completely. Okay, we'll take those arms up and stretching up towards the sky. Again, dropping the head back if that's comfortable for you. Let's find some length in the spine here. Really reaching up and stretching, planting sit bones into the mat. And then taking hold of right wrist, returning your head into a neutral position. Let's roll over to the left and set our gaze over to the right. One deep breath here. Exhale, return to center. Let's switch the hands over. Inhale, find length. Exhale as we reach over to the right. So you can plant your left knee down and set your gaze up towards the left. Lots of lefts and rights. One deep breath here. And coming back to center. Let's just walk those hands out in front of us. And work our forehead down towards the mat. So doing whatever's comfortable with your arms here. We can press our sit bones back into the mat and just find that forward stretch. Working the breath into any muscles that need releasing. And walking the hands back up. Let's change the interlace of the legs to the uncomfortable side. We always have a preferred side. So we'll just switch that up while we're halfway through our stretches. Let's left hand, right knee, drawing in the breath as we find the length. Exhale, set gaze towards the back of the room, feeling that nice long spine here. And if you'd like a little bit more neck release, you can drop left ear to left shoulder. And pressing down through that right hand. One deep breath here. Return to center, taking hold of your right knee, left arm comes up and over. We always want to really lead with the heart center. So whatever's comfy for your neck here. Being mindful, we don't want any strains, but trying to open up here. If it feels good for you, you can gaze up towards the sky. One deep breath. And return to center, right hand to mat. As we breathe in, left hand comes up and over. Again, let's just look after that neck. So you might look down at those fingertips, opening up through the chest here. Or gazing up towards the sky. One deep inhale. And exhale back to center. So now right hand to left knee as we breathe in, finding that length. Exhale, setting gaze out to the back of the room. Dropping right ear to right shoulder if that feels good for you. And just taking a nice deep inhale here. And exhaling, let's take hold of that left knee, draw the right hand up and over. Again, looking after your neck, finding some length here. So imagining the left sit bone tucked into the mat and extending through the left hand. If it feels good, gaze up towards the sky. For that one breath. Back to center. Left hand onto the mat. As we breathe in, right hand comes up and over. Planting right sit bone, doing whatever feels good with the rest of your body. Listening to yourself here. So you can bend in at that supporting elbow, finding the best stretch for you as we take one breath here. coming back to center. We're going to take our right leg, leaving our left leg where it is, take the right leg out behind us. So it's almost like we're making two triangles here. So from here, we always want to find that length in the spine, leading with the heart center. Right hand to left knee, finding that twist here, but we're only staying here for one breath. And then you're going to walk your hands out along the mat and find a little bit of rest here. Doing whatever feels good with your arms. They can be stretching along the mat, so you can make cactus arms here. And really just reclining down and feeling that beautiful psoas stretch here. Let's take a couple of deep breaths. This is a really beautiful stretch. Resting forehead if it meets the mat. Otherwise, you can always use your fists if that's where your body's at today. One more deep breath. Big belly breath as we exhale and bring ourselves back out. Switching legs, making my little triangles with the other side. So your shin is actually squared off here. So you've got your nice triangle. Left leg's doing whatever it can do out the back there. Left hand to right knee. Again, let's breathe in, find some length. Just stay here for a beat before we walk the hands out and find your comfortable position here. Wherever your body lands. Whatever shape it takes today. Just find some gentleness with our body. Now find your breath. Bringing those deep, nourishing belly breaths in as we help to relax our nervous systems. One more deep breath here. And then rolling back up. I could stay there all day. I love that stretch. Let's bring the soles of the feet together in our butterfly pose. So you can bring the soles of the feet closer to the body if you've got that flexibility. Otherwise, we're just going to push them out in front of us. Again, let's lead with that heart center. So breathing in, finding that nice tall spine. And then heart first as we walk our hands out along the floor. Last thing to drop down is the neck. So working into those hips here, into the groin. Bring the breath into the body wherever it's needed. Take one more deep breath here. And then we're just going to walk our hands back up to center. Let's shake those legs out. Give them a bit of a rest. Now we're going to make our way onto all fours. So just rolling around, and we want to really stack the body here. So making sure everything's nice and safe, that our knees are under our hips, our wrists are under our elbows under shoulders. And so I'd really like to come into a toe stretch. So we're just going to try to open up all of the toes here. It's a mean feat trying to open them all up, pardon the pun. And so from here, we're just going to roll back almost to a child pose, but just trying to bring that forehead down here. It's really about opening up the toes, giving them a stretch, and also dropping your heart center down to the mat. Feeling into the back of the shoulder blades there. Arms are doing whatever feels good for you. There might be extension, there might be cactus arms. You can even bring your hands down by your side, stretching through those toes. Try to find some gaps in the toes there. One deep breath. And let's return back to all fours. So uncurling the feet. We're just going to come back into child pose. Again, doing whatever feels good with your arms here. So marrying into our breath, we're going to breathe in and scooch forwards and come up into a cow stretch. And then inhale, let's cat stretch as you arch through your back, dropping any tension in the neck, rolling back through child pose. So breathing in, scooching forward, ending up in cow. Exhaling through our cat stretch, really massaging through the spine here. Let's match your breath to your movement as we take a few more rounds. Really letting that belly go, really dropping any tension in the neck as we roll through the spine here. Getting that beautiful movement through the joints. And then let's return back to center. Taking our right leg out behind us. Again, let's just have a pause for a moment here as we open through the toes and press into that back heel. So getting a nice Achilles stretch here too. So you can press back in there just for a moment. And then we're going to take that right leg up and over the left and just roll back into wherever your body, whatever shape it takes, back into your version of pigeon pose. Find your breath. Now, if you've got any more extension with that last breath. And then slowly, we're just going to make our way back onto our all fours, restacking the body. Taking left leg out this time, really stretch through the toes. Let's press back in here. Feeling that right through our hamstring as well. Taking one breath before taking left leg up and over the right. Again, find wherever is comfortable for your arms here. We're working forehead down towards the mat or using our fists or a block or a cushion or whatever you have handy. So just folding the body down here. Two more breaths. Last big deep inhale. Exhale as we make our way back up onto all fours here. Feels great. Okay, so from here, let's take the left leg forward. We're coming into a low lunge here, so you can take that right knee back out behind you. And if you need to put a cushion or a blanket under that knee, if you've got a hard floor, that might be good for you. So from here, I'm just going to find some relax here, dropping down through the groin, feeling the saddle, the hips just dropping down towards the mat, releasing any tension there. So you might like to stay here, or we're going to take our left hand onto the left knee and just roll that hip all the way open and actually turn a little bit onto our right. Again, I'm always bringing that breath, nourishing the body, the parts of the body that are complaining. So it's getting pretty strong on the right hand here. So let's make our way back forward, straightening left leg, coming wherever the body will take you. We're just working into that hamstring here. So you can drop the forehead down towards the knee if it's available. Otherwise, just wherever's good for you. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Let's restack the body. This time we're bringing right foot forward. Trying to stack our ankle under our knee here, taking that back knee out so that it's comfortable and placing the blanket there if you had it before. Again, we're just trying to drop any tension in the hips there. Just letting everything hang, belly, hips, letting gravity help us with this stretch here. Option to stay here or open the right knee up, rolling a little bit onto the left as we set the gaze out to the back of the room. Finding your breath. One more breath here. Making your way forward. We're going to straighten through that right leg. So relaxing those toes, or you can dorsiflex the foot if you'd like to make this a little bit stronger. Wherever you are, just trying to bring the forehead down towards the mat or towards your knee. One more deep inhale here. And then making our way forward. So from here, we're just going to spin around. We're having a nice wide stance with our knees. So with my shins and my feet, I've got them running parallel with each other. And I'm actually bringing my toes out towards the side here in frog pose. So from here, we'll just try to find our elbows, and you can just play with pressing your sit bones to the back of the room. Or dropping any tension in the neck here. So if you're not feeling this stretch, feel free to widen your knees. Should be in the groin here. Some people are feeling it in the lower back. Finding some space in the hips here. So if we can find 3 more breaths here. And if you're feeling like you can't make it, feel free to drop back into child pose. 2 more breaths. It's a really intense stretch. 1 more deep inhale. And coming out as gracefully as you can. Just going to roll back and take a child pose here. So let's just rest forehead down, resting the arms down by the side of the body. Pressing sit bones down to the back of the calves, opening up our quadriceps here, our lower back. It's just a beautiful restorative stretch that you can take anytime during the day. And so from here, one more deep inhale. And then making our way out, we're just going to come into a cobra pose. A Sphinx, actually. So from here, our elbows are under our shoulders. Our hands are nice and wide on our mat here. So we're just going to work on lowering, stretching through the lower back. So actually bringing the weight forward and releasing through the lower back. Legs can be hip width apart if that feels good for you. And a nice neutral neck here. Now that might be enough of a lower back release for you. Otherwise, we're going to take left leg out, making a little square here, and then drawing ourselves forward in this pose. So almost like a modified frog, a half frog. Let's drop the belly down towards the mat. Let's try and imagine that left hip down on the mat. One more breath here. And releasing through. Let's just change sides. So finding a comfortable position for you. Dropping the belly down and drawing our weight forward. So drawing up and out of the pose. Releasing through the lower back. Just trying to drop any tension or holding anywhere in the body. You can drop down the forehead if that feels comfortable for you. Breathing in and out. Really beautiful stretch there. Okay, so making our way out. I'll just get you to get comfortable on your backs as we come into a meditation. So finding your way onto your back. If you need a pillow under the backs of your knees, you might find an eye mask or anything that's available to drape over your eyes. And just wiggling yourself down, releasing any excess tension in the body. Again, we'll come back to the breath. The breath that helps us to relax, helps to calm our nervous system. So just take a moment and settle in, and feeling the ground beneath you. And just notice the steadiness holding you. And just know you don't have to do anything. Just arrive. And bringing your attention to your breath. Let's take a slow, steady inhale through the nose. And a gentle sigh out through the mouth. Breathing in, filling up your lungs. And exhaling, letting go of any weight you've been holding. And just keep breathing this way. Slow and steady and easy. With each breath in, feel your body receive energy and calm. With each exhale, let go of tension, heaviness or tightness. And if your mind wanders, just return to your breath. Inhaling calm and steady. As you exhale, find softness and release. Just imagine each breath as a wave. Inhaling, the wave rises. Exhaling, the wave falls. Now bringing your attention to your forehead and eyes and just relax. Soften your jaw. Release any tension in your shoulders. Allow your arms and hands to rest. Just allowing your chest and belly to soften with each breath. Releasing any tightness in your back. And feel your hips heavy, your legs loose, and your feet supported. Your whole body at ease, safe to rest. Now bringing your attention to your heart center and notice the steady beat inside your chest. And feel the warmth building there. And allow that warmth to spread through your whole entire body. Every cell, a soft glow, a steady light. And just notice how it feels to bathe in that warmth. Now silently repeating these words. I am supported. I release what I no longer need. I trust my body to guide me. I can soften and breathe. I am safe. Letting those words wash over you. Now take one more deep breath in and a long, steady breath out. Just notice the ground beneath you and feel the calm that you've created inside. And thank yourself for taking the time to nourish yourself today. And finding a little bit of gentle movement in the body as you bring yourself back to the day. And as you return to your day a little lighter, a little steadier, and a little more at ease. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day.